Kevin.
Wow. What?
You get this only nowhere else but the Kevin is after that. Kevin, I'm not gonna lie.
Now we're not look at this. A carved penguin. There it is.
Oh no. Are the O's fine? Are the Orioles fine, Kevin?
Okay.
The Orioles stole it. That game was stolen. It was stolen from them, then they stole it right back.
What?
Oh my God.
Wait, what's going on?
What is
happening?
What is going on? Was it a diving play? He bobbled the ball.
What is happening? Are they challenging him? No. Other wall. No.
Kevin, I don't know what you saw, how much you saw. I've been chugging champagne. Sure, I spilled a lot, but what a game, man.
He will be the legendary
Birdfish.
How about that?
Birdfish fans, stand up. We did it.
What can I say? What can I say?
Well, okay. Hear me out. Loved seeing Kyle Bradish back out there. Loved it. That gave me life. Watching Kyle Bradish, I know he got ambushed on two pitches to start the second and the third innings for home runs. But if you're just looking at tonight as Kyle Bradish's return, it was a good outing from him. It was honestly, I'll say it. It was a perfect outing from Kyle Bradish to kind of give you the, hey, I still got it. Like, hey, when you're talking about going and acquiring an ace, like, just make sure you understand that would get put two aces on the mound. Kyle Bradish, 6 innings, 4 hits, 2 of which being those home runs, 10 strikeouts, no walks. That's what I'm talking about. And it looked incredible. I mean, yes, once again, we'll talk about it. He gave up the 2 home runs. That happens. 2 solo shots, whatever. But Kyle Bradish, man, he looked every bit as good as he did when he was pitching in just his 8 games last year and how he was pitching in 2023. The one thing I got from today is I got excited. Yes, it sucks. The Orioles got shut out. So be it. Like, this is a bad baseball team this season. You know, they are young. They are going through struggles. They get shut out for what, 13th or 14th time this year? I'm used to it at this point. It's okay. Okay. Remember, I talked about for about the past 2 weeks, we're going to talk about games. We're going to talk about scores. You know, winning's always fun, but it also, the more important stuff is how these games are going and what you get out of them. For tonight, it's a big win, although you got shut out, for the Orioles to get Kyle Bradish back looking the way he did. Because I talked about, hey, you just want to see him healthy. It's nice to see him leave healthy, but it is very nice as well to watch him go out there, 4 hits, just 10 strikeouts. So 4 base runners, obviously 2 hit home runs, so they're not really base runners. But just for him to come out there and just 81 pitches, strike out 10 guys, this was the Kyle Bradish everyone had been missing. This is the Kyle Bradish people talk about when they go, hey, you know, this rotation looks a whole lot different next season with Kyle Bradish in it. It's because it does. You get Trevor Rogers pitching just a fraction of the way he's pitching. Now you get Kyle Bradish doing what he's capable of. That's a very nice 1-2. Then let's say you add in a guy like Framber Valdez, like Ranger Suarez. You add one of those two guys, you're 1 through 3. That's going toe to toe with a lot of other one through 3s in a playoff series. You feel very confident. Then maybe you bring back Sagano. Maybe you don't bring back anyone. You don't bring back Eflin, but then you got Kramer, you got Povich. You have these guys. I feel like I'm blanking on someone right now. Tyler Wells, Suarez. You have then guys to round out your 4-5. It feels like one of those things where just getting Kyle Bradish slowly back, just 81 pitches. If you told me he had 81 pitch limit tonight, I guess it was probably an 80 pitch limit. I'd say he probably went 5 innings. First game back, jitters, all that stuff. I would have loved if you told me he went 6 innings. Then you tell me he strikes out 10. It's good. And we'll see what happens with Wells. Tyler Wells, T. Wells, I think people forget what was in 22, 23. He was the best pitcher to start that season. The first 4 months of it, Tyler Wells was one of the best pitchers in all of baseball. He might come out of the bullpen and be one of your reliable back-end guys. He could be starting. It's all going to be part of that. And, yes, I intentionally did not bring up G-Rod because I've said it on the show before, and I will say it again. I'm not bringing up Grayson Rodriguez in a potential 2026 starting rotation until I see him on a mound again. We haven't seen him pitch in over a year and a half, and none of them really were like, oh, this is season ending. This is it. I want Grayson back. If Grayson can, this is a massive, massive, massive if. Grayson gets back and can be that number 4 next year after you add another top-end guy to Bradish, to Trevor, the more the merrier. Anything you get out of him is going to be add-on. But I don't think that, you can necessarily even pencil him in next year because I don't know with his elbow what's going to happen. Are we going to suddenly see next year Tommy John halfway through this offseason? Are we going to see something happen? I don't know. I see people talk about Trey Gibson. Trey Gibson would be fun. I've seen a lot of people talk about this. If you truly think that he can't, if you truly think that he can't, go in that starting role, might as well see. You might as well. It wouldn't hurt. But that's a luxury. If you can get him, he would probably be pumping 100 if he's in the bullpen. I mean, it would be an interesting discussion. Because then you can, maybe had him. I would still love if they go out and get Luke Weaver, or I know people will be against it, even like a Devin Williams, a Ryan Helsley. They're going to need a closer. So, if you have a guy that can even fill that role all around the team. Once again, though, this all hinders on the fact that the big if Grayson Rodriguez is healthy. That is a big, big if at the moment. To finish off the pitchers, Keegan Aiken, 1 clean inning, 13 pitches. He looked great. Keegan Aiken is just, they call him tugboat. He has been he's hit or miss. He is either incredible or he is everywhere, giving up hits, walking everyone. Tonight we got the good Keegan Aiken, and when he's on, he's probably your most reliable reliever. Another great outing from him. Geraldo, 1 1/3, 4 hits, 3 runs. Not all of them should have been on him, let's be honest. Definitely should have been on Cano, or not even Cano. It should have been on no one. Machine should have gotten the double play, and then obviously Beavers drops the fly or the pop-up. Cano, 2/3 of an inning, 1 hit, which stinks that that's ruled a hit, but it's whatever. It's disappointing But whatever. Let's talk about the offense because as much as it's disappointing, we still got to talk about it because there are still, once again, they got shut out, I know, but we're at the point where we can't necessarily even care about the scoreboard. It's about how are these young guys doing. So let's talk about Jackson Holiday gets one walk. Besides that, 0 for 3. He just looks tired out there. He looks frustrated beyond belief. I know they did something yesterday where Ben McDonald was breaking down how his batting stance, he's much more upright and I guess maybe back more in the box. I think this is that first full year in the majors. He's hitting that sophomore wall, that rookie/sophomore wall. It happens. Still just 21 years old, so I'm not giving up on Jackson Holiday. I think hopefully he can get hot one last time this year and carry that into 2026. But another, I would say, tough day at the plate. Jeremiah Jackson, all he does is hit, gets another hit, and actually his ground out in the first inning was the hardest hit ball of the game, 107 mile per hour exit velo. Jeremiah Jackson, man, he's been killing it. This guy, every at bat that, what was it, the 8th inning, the final out of the 8th inning, he had an 11 pitch at bat versus Giolito. And he had a few balls that, let's be honest, were ball 4 he could have taken, but he's just such a battler. Like he just goes up there and battles. He puts together great at bats, lots of bat to ball contact. He feels like he drives the ball even when he misses it a little bit. I'm loving Jeremiah Jackson. Actually, real fast. Can I click on his baseball savant? It's not gonna let me. Awesome. So Jeremiah Jackson, another just very nice day from him. Let's go move along. Gunnar Henderson, 0 for 4, 3 Ks. Bad day for Gunnar. It was a very tough day for Gunnar. Colton Cowser, 1 for 4, that one being in the 9th inning. Sam Basayo, also 1 for 4, his being in the 9th inning as well. Basayo, overall, I mean, it's nice to see him 101 off the bat for the single, 2 ground outs and a pop-up. Very, 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 very aggressive. We've seen Basayo throughout this season already that he comes to that plate swinging. He is ready to swing. We'll see how long, if that's part of it, is just jitters, but good to see him continuing to at least get on base. So what is he sitting at currently? Oof. Yeah, he's got like a 600-ish. Well, no, just below 600 OPS. So just letting him get more and more comfortable. Dylan Beavers or Kobe Mayo 0 for 4 with a K. Kobe's going through it right now. You can just tell. It's most of these guys are just kind of hitting that wall. They've been up for majority, if not the whole season. Jackson Holiday, and it feels like they're just hitting that wall. They got to go through it, though. You got to keep throwing these guys out there because they got to go through this stuff. I know everyone hates to talk about, but last year Kyle Stowers sucked once he got to Miami. And then everyone talks about how he's, but I know he's hurt right now, but he was this MVP candidate. These young guys, you got to give them an offseason. Maybe I'm assuming the Orioles go elsewhere for the manager, and they're going to bring in an entirely new hitting coach and all that. Get them with those guys and see what happens. I'd be very shocked if the hitting coaches and all were back next year. So that's a positive if you're looking at the development of Kobe Mayo, Jackson Holiday, and these guys. I feel like that can help. Dylan Beavers, 1 for 3. Again, I thought he got it out. It's gone in 19 out of 30 ballparks, according to Baseball Savant. I thought Beavers got it. But another double for Beavers. This kid just hits. Dylan Beavers is the most impressive. He is the one prospect that has come up, that top prospect, and has just not missed a beat. he's been awesome. Since, I mean, yes, you can bring up the drop pop up in the outfield where he lost it, or he and Gunnar or you know, I guess miscommunicated. Dylan Beavers has been awesome. You know, he's been awesome. Mountcastle comes in, pinch hit for the final at bat, strikes out. Machine 0 for 3. Tough play at the end at third where I don't know if he didn't know the amount of outs there were or what happened. Like, there was clear, like, he just casually touched first or touched third. Like, he just walked, and then it was like he was almost surprised that he had to throw to first. I don't know what happened. Leads to 2 more runs on the next pitch. Austin Jackson 2 for 3. Or Austin Jackson. I'm going to call him Austin Jackson his entire career. Alex Jackson. Alex Jackson, he might, I don't. So if they have Adley, they have Basayo. We're going to get to Basayo playing first because I was extremely impressed with Basayo at first. Had some great stretches. I felt like his ability to pick at first is very nice. We hitting the splits and all. So I'm very impressed with Basayo at first. We know he's going to DH first and catch. But the Orioles are going to go with a 3-catcher system. They have to have 3 catchers, especially with Basayo getting time at first base. At DH, they're going to want he and Adley in the lineup at all time. I don't know if Alex Jackson's on this team next year because I don't know if they go out and like maybe they sign a third catcher. Maybe someone to just a body to help compete. Maybe Maverick Handley is there. Maybe he returns as the third catcher if they're going strictly defensive. But I think they like how Alex Jackson calls games as well. I've been hearing a few guys, I think specifically Ben McDonald, talk about kind of how they appreciate and they like how Alex Jackson is calling games. So maybe they stick with Alex Jackson as the number 3. But they're definitely, I don't see any way that they don't carry 3 catchers, especially with the way that they want Basayo to kind of be a catcher / first baseman / DH. It just doesn't make sense to have 2 catchers and risk all the time that you might have to lose a batter in the line or lose the DH, and then suddenly your pitcher is hitting multiple times throughout the year. But overall, just a disappointing day for the offense. They only managed 6 hits. No runs. It really was that it was a proper 2025 Orioles welcome for Kyle Bradish. You know, it was a very nice welcome. And real fast, no, Sanchez is 1-year deal. He's a free agent this year. I doubt they bring him back. I just don't see them. It just doesn't make sense to me to bring him back. If you're going to have 3 catchers, I need the third guy. If he's only there to really catch, I want him to be a lot better defensively than Samba or than Gary Sanchez was. I just don't think he's a good third catcher. If you want a backup catcher to go out there and just who you need to hit, you know, then Gary Sanchez is a guy you might look at. But I don't think they go bring him back. And yeah, this is the right way to react to tonight. All I care about is Bradish staying healthy. He pitched extremely well, and that is super encouraging. I couldn't agree more. It's all about Kyle Bradish. The most important thing was he walked off tonight healthy, feeling good. The bonus is he went 6 innings of 2-run ball, 4 hits, and 10 Ks without a single walk. He looked fantastic. He looked like a Kyle Bradish that we've seen before. He looked like a Kyle Bradish that if he didn't have an 80-pitch count, he probably goes 7 innings of just 2-run ball, probably gets another strikeout or 2. I mean, he was on. Kyle Bradish was extremely impressive tonight. I cannot state enough that if you can get Kyle Bradish at just 90% of what he was, you get Trevor Rogers pitching at 80% of what he's pitching right now, just hovering in that 210 to 250 range. Hell, if you get Trevor Rogers pitching at a 3 ERA even, you get Kyle Bradish pitching at that 2.81 that he was at before. You get those guys sitting there again, that's a very nice 2 spots in your rotation. Well, if you want to go out there and spend money and get that other ace, that other top of the rotation guy, whether it be Dylan Cease, Zach Gallen, Ranger Suarez, Framber Valdez, any of those guys that are out there this year in the offseason, you can. And then I think it makes you even better. I'll say he who shall not be named. If Grayson then returns as well, that's a very solid number 4. But once again, if is the main word there, because we don't know what's going to happen. Just overall, very disappointing night for the Orioles hitters, but very encouraging sign. So listen, in a ball club that is not looking to make the playoffs, it's one of those where you got to tip your cap and be like, hey, it was great to see Kyle Bradish back. Would I have loved to win? Yeah, would I have definitely liked to score more than 0 runs? But if you ask me, I could have one thing out of this game. It's Kyle Bradish pitches a decent game and he leaves healthy. And he did more than pitch a decent game. And so far, it looks like he is leaving healthy. So if you're new to the channel, hit that like and subscribe button. We got the MLB Draft Lottery Simulator here. Gonna bring this back up. The Orioles are now back officially in that 5 spot. And have the Braves finished or played yet? Yeah, so the Braves also just won. So the Orioles and Braves are tied. Orioles are a half game back. I guess here I'll share. Orioles are just a half game back of being in that number 3 spot. And holy crap with that. Almost doubles their chance of getting number 1. But here we go. All right, number 3, Kansas City up 11. This is what I want to do. Kansas City is the first team out of the wild card right now. Then just casually move up 11. The Orioles could go on a run, just be scrappy, end up with like the 9th best odds, finish with a decent record, 8 games, 7 games under 500. Then move up like 10. Yeah, let's chase. Hey, if need Pittsburgh to get a little win streak going. We're only 3 games back, though. That sucks that the Orioles are only 3 games back from having the 2nd best odds in the draft lottery. Dylan Cease is going to be interesting. I wonder if a new change of scenery helps him, but he has been disappointing this past season, to say the least. Actually, after this, we'll go through the some free agent pictures. So what's up, Duran? Glad to see you again. Sim Lottery, 5 state. Kansas City up 11 again. San Francisco has the wildest luck in this thing. I swear San Fran is always moving up ridiculous numbers. No, we're not ending on that. Cleveland up 10, of course. Down 3. Jeez, all this stuff. We'll take it, too. Texas up 12. This is what the real dream is. Go on a frickin' run. Barely finish outside the wild card and then go up 12. So, Arizona also up 12. I don't know how I just noticed that. Unreal. So here, let's stop sharing. Let's go to Let's me go to some starting pitchers. He's got market value to get the best guys up here. All right, I think I finally sort of. All right, here we go. Now let's go. Here's a look at some of the starting pitchers in the 2026 free agency class. Obviously, over here you'll see UFA means unrestricted free agent. They can sign with anyone. You'll see some conditional club options, conditional player option, regular club option. The Brewers are definitely picking that up, so don't think about Freddie Peralta. Senga will be interesting. If you look all the way to the number next to their team is their previous average per year, and then this is what they believe that they will get. So that's $33 million for Framber Valdez. Ranger Suarez sitting at that 26. Dylan Cease as well. I would love Michael King. I really hope Michael King opts out of this mutual option. I really hope. That would be awesome. Zach Gallen, I know people are going to be, because of name value, I don't think Zach Gallen is worth it. He has a 5.13 ERA this season. And, things have just kind of, it's technically gone up every year since 2022. The last year was 3.47, then 3.65, and this is 5.13. I just, yeah, Jason, this is very they might just trade for someone. That is very plausible that these guys just look back and they're like, hey, we've got this. Once again, we talk about this trade deadline, this draft class, and it's not all these guys are going to make it to Baltimore. You need to have guys that you are willing to sell off, in the top 30 of your, top 15 of your system. Don't assume, I feel like they kind of did this time where it's all these guys are going to fill out the team and be so good. Trade off prospects to get proven commodities. I think that's how they have to build up the back end of their bullpen, how they probably, if they would like to, go get a pitcher, that would be good as well. Merrill Kelly, Chris Bassett, Nick Martinez. At this point, we're getting more down out of the Zach Eflin you see here. We're getting more out of the ace, top of the line guys. So really, if you're going to talk about guys that I think you have a chance to actually sign, I don't think Imanaga gets here. I don't think Senga gets here. I don't think Peralta gets here. So you're looking at probably Valdez, Suarez, Dylan Cease. I would think Michael King probably thinks he can get more than $15 million and opts out, even if that's just to sign back with the Padres. So there's 4 guys. Shane Bieber might opt out just because he wants to go get that, especially if he continues to pitch well. Chris Sale's going to go back to Atlanta, I would think, unless they don't think that they're going to return to contention. And then Zach Gallen. So we'll see. I agree. Luke Weaver is the guy that I would love. It's going to be interesting to see what happens next season. I think if there's a go for the, shoot for the stars, it's Valdez just because of how consistent he is. He's, I think, pitched over 180 innings. Let's look at it. I think almost every single year. He's just a model of consistency, of staying healthy. He's pitched 157 this year. Since 2022, he's pitched 201, 198, 176. He's going to go past that. He has started 31 games, 28 and 25 this year. He is sitting around a low 3, mid to low 3, or a high 2 every year since 2020, 2021. His highest ERA since 2021 is actually a 3.45. So, if you're going to shoot for the stars, I think Framber Valdez is definitely a guy that you go out and you pay that money. But, again, you look at it, that 33.89, million, that's going to be a lot. And how many years? I don't know if it says what there. No. I don't know how many years you would have to get, but it'll be an interesting offseason. Joining me now, though, is the other half of Kevin and Zach React. We have Kevin Ostreicher. Kevin, Kyle Bradish is back. At least that's good.
Yeah, it's like you get one player a night that does well. That's all you get.
Yeah.
Maybe two max if you're lucky.
Yeah, this is kind of, I said it before you got on. It was the perfect 2025 Orioles welcome back to Kyle Bradish. Thank you for 6 incredible innings. We got no runs. Ooh, Dietrich Enns is opening tomorrow. Let's get frisky, Kevin.
Wow. And then is Contreras going to pitch a ton also?
Yeah. I would assume he goes like 4.
Yeah.
Probably. I would say Enns goes 1. They probably – Enns, depending if Enns gets the first 3 out and let's say like 10 pitches, maybe he goes 2. But then you're hoping for 4 or 5 out, Ronzi.
Wow, that came out 25 seconds ago.
Yeah.
That ends news. You were on that.
Oh, I got a notification.
Okay.
Yeah, no, I
was
literally
like, wow, that was fast.
I was literally I was saying when I was talking, I looked down, I saw my phone buzz and saw Dietrich Enns is starting tomorrow.
Like, you're on top of it.
Yeah, Kevin. Hey. All this.
No.
Yeah, and who cares about Kyle Bradish Day? Jay Higgins season.
Having a lot of players. Did you say Jay Higgins?
Yeah. Jay Higgins season.
I'm 12 subscribers away. I'm Locked On Ravens from 14,000. So
if you're not subscribed over there, go subscribe.
Yeah, it's a big goal. It's a big goal. Going for 15.
For Kyle Hamilton era.
We did the live over there, and I asked where people were from, and we had a cup. Joe was actually another person from Arkansas in there. It was Joe and then another person from Arkansas who was in there.
Wow.
So we got 2 Arkansas. We had a couple Columbias in there. I know I have Puerto Rico. So I know we have a lot of people in here listening from all over the place too, which is cool. So.
Actually, at this point, maybe not as much because if you're away and on a time zone at this point, I do not blame you for not staying up to watch this team. I think a lot of our international friends that were staying up until 2 a.m. to watch the Orioles are probably like,
Yeah, I mean, I do appreciate these last couple of games have gone a little bit quicker than these other
I do appreciate that. Tonight's game was an hour.
Yeah, same with last night too.
Yeah.
Because it's like the 2025 Orioles, we're going to remember them for so many things. One of them is they play the shortest games or longest games of all time. There's no in between.
Kevin, we either sit there and we're playing a game in 2 hours and 15 minutes or just buckle up because it's 3.5 hours.
It's so long. It's so long. Oh, man.
It's going to be tough. I feel like this is this final stretch. I just hope that the offense can continue because it's like I said, before you got on, we're done talking about the scores. It's mostly just how players are doing. Very hyped for Beavers. Almost got another one out. He gets a double. 3rd hardest hit of the day. Jeremiah Jackson, another hit. Basayo, another hit. Those guys, it's great for them. But then you, once again, you kind of zoom out at the bigger picture and you're like, oh, offense was ice cold again. Oh, they got shut out again. When you look at the little things Bradish was incredible in his way back. There were a lot of good little things that you're happy about. And then you zoom out and look at the big picture and you're like, shut out 5-0.
Yeah, I mean, look, good to take positives away, but I'm not trying to be greedy. But ideally there'd be more than one positive.
I guess tonight almost 2.
Yeah. I mean, yeah. Look, I'm gonna say it. I'm gonna say it. The Alex Jackson game.
That. That's what it was tonight.
Future Orioles backup catcher.
I think,
Controversial.
and I believe we are at. I believe this was 13.
Yeah,
I think this was 13.
I could have probably gone without knowing that information.
Like I'm like 90% sure this was 13.
That's pretty bad. Pretty bad.
Let me see. Let me ask. Yeah, it's been 13.
Wow. Pretty impressive. Not in a good way.
Yeah, it's.
Sometimes you just have to
Yeah, it's 13. Awesome.
ride out the pain.
Yeah, you do. You really do at this point. I'm going to put the link for Collins in case anyone wants to.
Yeah, and Zach, I'll bring this one on. And thank you, Laura. I appreciate that. I try.
He doesn't try. That's all natural.
Oh, okay. I didn't know where you were going with that. Thank you.
Oh, you thought I was.
And we're talking about 13 shutouts on the season. But Dakota's asking, give me a Ravens anytime TD score a 2-man parlay to put 100 on a week one. Zach, I'm gonna throw that one to you. I'm gonna throw that one
Derrick
to you.
Henry. Ooh, Derrick Henry. Derrick Henry, Mark Andrews.
Andrew's revenge game. All
You
right.
think he's not getting a tutty?
Yeah.
Like that just screams. I just got excited for to live bet or don't bet.
I can see in your face. You're like
It
itching.
started.
You're
It
like
started.
itching to get it going.
I put actually Kevin. So today, FanDuel's actually a sports book is doing this. I guess I can say FanDuel on this channel. So they're doing a bunch of things. So I did place a bunch of futures today.
Yeah. Are you talking about FanDuel Futures Day, which was today?
Yes.
I've been reading that ad for like 3 weeks. Every day. It's ingrained in my brain.
Yeah. So now
FanDuel Futures Day is this week. Shout out to FanDuel sponsoring us over at Locked On. But yeah, because I've just been saying that like I think the Ravens are going to win the Super Bowl. So if you want to get your futures in August 26th, one day only.
Yeah. Oh, I did.
One day only.
I did.
There you go. See, you took my advice. That's see that right there is why you advertise. You heard me say it on Locked On Ravens. Obviously,
Yeah, actually, you're right. That was
and then you went and you did it. So and I don't know if you took advantage, Zach, but if you wanted to get a little more action there. Oh, they didn't give us a code for this one. Never mind. Yeah.
Were you about to hit me with a promo code?
I was about to. I didn't. We didn't get one for this one though.
I cannot believe you're about to hit me with a freaking promo code. Wait,
I can get you a. What can I get you? I can get you a. Something like that calendar.
Am I missing? Are they not letting me bet for Derrick Henry to?
For what?
They're not
Like
letting.
Offensive player of the year?
No, score 10 touchdowns or 8. Yeah, they don't have Derrick Henry in any of these. Are they scared? Oh, I have to. Oh my goodness! They don't let you bet anything less than 12 on him. That's crazy. They know. They know.
They got to protect their money somehow.
Kevin, don't side with them.
Look. It's a two-way street. It's a two-way street.
Don't side with them. Like you can at least pretend to be on my team.
You know what? You won your tennis parlay last night, so
Yes, for those wondering. Literally as we got off.
Did
I
Laureano just hit a grand slam?
Did he?
Yep. Oh my god. First inning grand slam for Laureano. He homered last night too. Unreal. That's the one guy that got away out of all the addition, out of all this distraction. Yeah. It's go-
Okay. Oh, why? Why did one?
All right, I'm gonna hit you with a crazy scenario. Would you rather still have Laureano but not have traded Morton, or have both gone like it's happened now?
I mean, if they both were on the team right now, I think they would actually be winning a few more games, even more.
Oh, yeah.
Oh, I'm trying to see it. Oh my god,
That's unreal.
that's just so. That's
Slam Diego, baby.
2 strikes, 2 outs. Oh yeah.
Oh man. Off of our king, Luis, not F. Castillo. Everything comes full circle.
The one that got away.
He could have helped you a lot next year.
Yes. Like, think about already you would have Beavers. You have your outfield already set for next year with Beavers, O'Neill, Kowser, and then Laureano. Then you have Jeremiah Jackson as your super utility. He can play the outfield as well.
Yeah.
Let's get to our first call, and we got Christian. Christian, I'm not doing well.
What's going on, Christian?
It's the 2025 Orioles, baby.
Oh, yes, it is.
Well, let's talk free agent signings because there's only really one good thing that happened today, and that's Kyle Bradish.
Yeah.
Pretty rad, to be honest. Pretty rad.
Yep. Be Radish. Gotta love it.
Luke Weaver better be an Oriole. You have to get a closer. I don't think Bautista's ever pitching again. You have to get a closer.
Maybe not. Yeah, not for the Orioles. If at all.
Yeah, it'll be like the Tigers in Japan or something. I don't know. I'm trying to think of everything I saw the other day on the Paul Valet podcast.
Zach, don't you hate Luke Weaver?
No. Luke Weaver?
Who was the one pitcher you did not want at all from the Yankees? I think it was Weaver.
It was Weaver.
Yeah, it was. Yeah. What a switch up.
How long ago was this?
Last year.
When I did my trades, the Yankees kept trying to trade us Weaver, and you were like, "No, I'm not accepting it with Weaver."
Well, at the time we had a closer, Kevin.
Can we clip this, boys?
Yeah, like we had a closer at the time.
I have to get the receipt.
The
on this
gaslighting, Kevin. The circumstances were different.
one. Okay,
But
could have just been Clay Holmes the whole time.
But I will say we got to get the better end of the Rogers when it comes to the Twins. I think what is it, Taylor Rogers, the guy that throws like Darren O'Day.
The Rogers twins.
Yeah,
or-
Taylor.
Either him or Ryan Helsley has to be on this roster, and then I don't really care if we sign a starter, but you better trade for one if you don't sign one, because nothing is worse than listening to Ben McDonald talk about how Grayson Rodriguez is going to be back next year.
Zach won't even say his name.
I said it today, Kevin. I just put
did.
100 ifs in front of it.
Yeah, he's like if.
You have to preface.
All right, that's an improvement.
You got to preface at this point.
Catcher wise, Alex Jackson. I say carry 3 catchers. Either that or trade Adley. If you trade Adley, get a guy like Jarren Duran. I like Duran.
I don't think they're trading Adley. I just don't think.
I don't think they are either, but
I just don't think it makes sense with his value at the lowest it's ever been. I think they are going to be the best. And I think especially with the way Samuel Basallo looks at first base, I could see a very normal rotation with Adley catching and Basallo at first. Then he spells Adley every few days catching. They DH whoever's not. I just think it's going to end up being a lot of time with Samuel Basallo at first base and DHing as well. So I think you have the best of both worlds right now. I mean, you have, as much as I think, people are on this.
Mayo's done. Mayo's done.
It's 240.
I don't, Zach. I am so patient with prospects, and I have seen no improvement from Mayo over the last 3 months.
If you think his at-bats aren't better, I mean, I know it's the outcomes. He's gone back and forth, but I watched that guy go 3 swings and balls in the dirt.
I watched him swing at a slider in the other batter's box the other day.
Javier Baez is an all-star doing that. I mean, he's a power hitter. That's what happens.
Is Kobe Mayo Javier Baez?
He's probably better at some points than Javier Baez. He's got a better batting average than Javier.
Does Kobe Mayo have a World Series MVP?
We don't.
He will
in
the future. He will. In the future.
I was gonna say, I watched Javier Baez bat 184 last year.
No, I know. He was terrible last year.
I was gonna say, if anyone, so
no, Kobe Mayo, I feel like it's just like at this point, I feel like he's playing himself off a roster spot.
I don't think he's playing himself off the roster. I think he's playing himself into a competition. Yeah. I think if he would have just batted, 240 and shown off the power, I think they would have went with him over Mountcastle. I still think they moved Mountcastle, but I think now there's an opening for people to come in and compete.
Can you keep Mountcastle with so many questions up in the air with Mayo?
It's all going to depend on the value. If you want to trade for a pitcher, I think that, Mountcastle can be in there. I just think both of those you're going to have to choose one or the other because they're the same player. They're right-handed, first baseman that really can only play first base. How
would you feel about Mayo? And obviously you would have to add more because Mayo's probably not worth anything right now. But how would you feel about Mayo plus maybe a 20 to 30, two 20 to 30 range prospects for like a guy like Bubba Chandler or something like that?
I don't know I doubt the Pirates do that. I mean, Bubba Chandler is
They need a bat though. They need a bat.
Yeah, I think the Pirates right now, they got to do what they can do with their pitching staff. They're going to have to buy bats as much as they don't like it. I just don't think that what they have in Bubba Chandler, I think they would take it would take a guy like probably a Basallo to get that done because Bubba Chandler, I think is going to be really good.
I mean, I do too. That's why I want him. But I definitely wasn't going to pull a name out like Twine Palmer, who, by the way, had 9 Ks today.
Yeah, I saw that. Yeah, but Bubba Chandler's 7th prospect, Basallo's 8. You're probably doing a swap for those two if you're getting Bubba Chandler.
Maybe. Maybe I'm playing too much MLB The Show.
Maybe.
I was thinking Mike Trout for Babe Ruth. What do you guys think?
Call it in.
Never know.
I still don't know how Trout's an angel.
He's too loyal. I don't get it. He's too loyal.
I give him credit for being loyal, but it's tough.
It's impressive. It is impressive. I mean,
if he was healthier, I think he'd probably be out of there.
The Angels are cursed. I mean, you give Rendon that ridiculous contract. He's played 20 games since signing that contract.
It's not even that. It's just he also just has a terrible attitude.
He hates the game of baseball. He doesn't like playing.
He called the one fan. He called the fan a bitch the one day.
Where he was like, they were like, "Hey, so how's it feel like being out here early with everyone?" He's like, "Do you enjoy coming to work?" And everyone's like, "Okay." Thanks, Anthony Rendon, for a great beginning of spring training where everything's supposed to be fun and new. And he's like, "Do you guys like coming to work?" Like, okay.
Won that World Series and literally dipped.
He fought the fan.
You know what makes me think of when I hear that is when Scotty Scheffler's like, Listen, I just do golf for work. It's fun for a couple minutes, and then I just go home to my family.
Scotty Scheffler, the biggest inconvenience of Scotty Scheffler's life is that he just happens to be the best golfer we've seen in a very long time. Because he's like,
Yeah,
I have to show up.
he might be better than Tiger at some point.
Yeah,
You think he's better right now?
Well, at some point.
Oh, okay.
He's got to keep this going. I mean, the peaks are going to be, I think, very similar.
Absolutely.
He's on it literally, if it's Sky, I think he's been favored in like over 50 straight. Like he hasn't been not favored to win a tournament that he's in like 2 years or something, 2-3 years.
As long as Cantlay never wins, I'm all right.
Yeah, you probably
Good old Wiggles.
I was going to say he'll get one.
I hope not. Oh my God, no! Please don't.
It's going to be the longest. Hey, we're all watching it for 3 hours, but
it's going to be a 6-hour round.
Yeah, I was going to say, you got to wait 10 hours every hole, but he'll, maybe he finds it. You never know.
I was happy to see Fleetwood get it done. Dude's been waiting forever.
Yeah, it literally forever. I wasn't sure he was going to get it. I'm going to be honest.
I don't think anybody thought he was going to win.
I saw Scheffler, coming up, and I was like, this is the most obvious Scheffler to do this.
My favorite thing was Rory and the crowd, and then not even 2 hours later at the U.S. Open.
Hey, you gotta do what you gotta do. All right? You gotta do what you gotta do.
I wish I had that kind of money.
Don't we all? But Christian, appreciate you calling in as always.
Christian, appreciate
of course,
you, man.
guys.
Always
you guys have a good night.
Yeah, appreciate you, man.
Appreciate you, Christian. Let's head into our last call-in of the night. We got Joe. Joe, how's it going?
Hey, how we
What's
doing?
going on, Joe?
It's another day in paradise,
It's National Dog Day.
All right. Let's go.
So let's show off the dogs. Oh, he doesn't want to be on camera.
That is not. Oh, wait, he's coming back.
There we go.
There he is.
Hi, Toki. Sit.
National Dog Day. There you have it.
National Dog Day. He's like 14, so he runs his own.
He's had a few National Dog Days. All
Yeah,
right.
doing his own thing. Oh, look at that. Look at
Rosie.
There we
Rosie
go.
likes she's camera shy apparently.
yeah,
but,
just turning away.
Max is in the other room, but National Dog Day had to show off the dog.
Got to show off the dogs. Yes,
Got to.
I love that.
Joe, what's on your mind?
Man, Kyle Bradish came back, 10 strikeouts.
Pretty good.
I'll take
I
it.
love it.
Pretty good. I mean,
And
it's
we got
exactly
the
what we hoped
53-man
for.
We got the 53-man roster today.
I know. Yeah, after 10 years of waiting, we finally got it.
And Ali made it.
Yeah, go her,
Yeah,
babe.
congratulations, Zach. Congratulations.
Two Marshall guys on the roster, Kevin. We're growing.
I mean, yeah.
Wow.
We just
Herd
need
takeover.
It's happening, Kevin. Just watch.
We just need Razorbacks now.
Yeah. Maybe I would say, although I like Loop, I was going to say we need a Razorback kicker if they're all going to hit from 70.
We'll see. Alabama A&M on Saturday, so that should be. They're favored by 42. So if they don't win, then there's probably problems.
Yeah. Marshall's got Georgia this weekend. I've already been shit talking Nick Moore.
Did he get you tickets?
I don't know. I'm not going to that ass whooping.
It's not how you were talking with Nick.
Yeah, I'm going to talk differently to Nick. I'm going to tell him we're going to whoop his ass. But I'm not going in there driving to Georgia to watch maybe a minute and a half of competitive football.
Uh-huh.
Half our team left with our coach. We barely got 53 men on our roster, and they have an 80 or 90 man limit.
Maybe you need to go to grad school and suit up.
We turned 60. Razorbacks turned 60 over. So
Kevin, if you see me running through the hole, just know what happened.
I might have to close my eyes when
It would probably you'd have to close them for a while because it would take a while for me to get off the ground.
But I'm gonna cook the dog's dinner now, guys. So
Awesome.
All right, Joe. Appreciate you checking in, man.
Awesome.
We'll holler
Have a
at
good
you later.
All right.
Appreciate you. National Dog Day. There you have it. The more you know. The more you know. Kevin, anything left?
No, I think that's it.
Kyle Bradish, go.
30 games left officially.
Yeah. We only got 30
Did you
more.
do the simulator? How'd it go?
Yeah, we got second. And well, we got second, then we dropped to like 9, then we dropped to like 8, then we got second again because I said we're not ending on that.
Yeah,
But
that always seems to be how it goes.
it happens. But that's going to do it for this edition of Kevin and Zach React. Orioles lose 5-0. Kyle Bradish comes out and shoves like he does. Good to see him back on the mound after 400 days. 30 games left, so we hope you spend the post game for them with us. We'll be back tomorrow as the O's take on the Red Sox at – do we have a time?
Nice.
It's a 4-game series. So
Yeah, I think it would be
I
7.
I don't know why.
6:35.
6:35. I'm assuming on
Thursday's 1 o'clock game.
105. Boom, bam, bop, baby. We'll see y'all tomorrow. Have a great stinking Tuesday, and we'll see you tomorrow for another edition of Kevin and Zach React. Steve Pierce.
I'm gonna go Mikey Strzemski.
That's a good